this is the personal amplification system for both microphone and then audio. And I'm going to show you how to set this up. So the first is to open it up. Those little two red tabs open up. And on the front, since the clasps were broken, we just have a simple Velcro strap. And you can just open it up like that. Each one of these side pieces is a speaker. And it sets in on the side of each one. We have the bag of supplies, which is 4 cables and an adapter for either a phone or a computer, and the power. So let's start by putting the power in. Stick the power cord in here. You'll notice that the on and off switch is right next to the power cord, and I'll plug this in with the power turned off so that I don't have to worry about it shorting anything. And you can see the power's turned off. Right now I'm going to turn it on, and then on the front you'll see a green light that shows the power's turned on. The first thing I always do is I turn the master volumes. These are all the masters. Turn the master volumes down and turn all the volumes here down. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the speakers. There's 2 speakers, and you can see right here it says right and left. This is the perspective of the presenter. So if I'm presenting and I'm presenting to the audience, this would be my right speaker and this would be my left speaker, which is why it appears to be backwards from your perspective or the audience's perspective, but it's from the speaker's perspective. In here I've got 4 cables. We'll start with 2 cables, one for each of the speakers. I just plug this in here and then plug its corresponding end into left, right, and right. At this point I want to make sure that the setup is correct in that we never want the speakers to be behind the microphone, otherwise that's when you hear the wee. So we're going to take the speakers and I'm going to put them in front of the microphone. Okay. We've got a microphone stand. I'll just set this right here. And we'll open up the microphone and connect the microphone right now. And the microphone, it comes with its own cable. It's got a 10-foot cable. And it has a special adapter. We could do up to 3 microphones. You can see these are the gray areas. To control the microphones, this right here says mic 1, mic 2, mic 3, and then that's our 3 microphones. The first buttons are all the volumes, and then after that, the rest of the buttons I usually leave alone. I'll tell you what they are just for the sake of a quick discussion. This is what's called a voice priority, which will mute them or reduce the volume of the audio that you're playing, let's say for example on a phone or something while you're talking. I'll demonstrate it, but it's something that you don't have to use. I always leave the equalizers up unless you really want to play with that. When it comes to the reverb, unless you're doing karaoke, leave them fully down. And then the pan should be up, straight up. That means that it's in the middle, left and right is equally balanced. Okay, so I'm going to connect my microphone to mic 1. My microphone, I'm going to turn it off just to make sure I don't blow my ears out, and I'll put my microphone in here. And then finally, I'm going to connect my iPhone. Now I don't have a phone to connect with it, but what I would do here is I would take this, and I'm going to use the stereo feature. Plug this in here, and this little adapter that was in the bag is what I use now to connect to my computer or to my iPhone. To test the system, I'm going to put the speaker volume for the left and the right. I'm going to put them at medium because I'm going to test it before I do anything. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the volume for the microphone up. We'll just go 1/4 just to hear what it sounds like. I turn my microphone on. Testing 1, testing 2. And I can increase that as I need it. And as you can tell, I'm getting a little bit of feedback because the speakers are close to the microphone. And that's about as hard as it gets. Again, you can just simply connect this to any computer or any phone, play music through it, and you'll have your audio.